senior judicial analyst, Judge Andrew Napolitano. So the illegal immigrants who are detained are entitled to a notice of an opportunity to challenge their removal. Basically, they need to have a hearing because before they are deported.
So the victories for the administration are the case is no longer before Judge Boasberg. It is moved to a federal district court judge in Texas. Why Texas? Because Texas is the place where the migrants are housed after they are rounded up and before they are transported out of the United States. The setback for the administration is that each one of these migrants is entitled to a hearing at which the government must prove that they are here illegally, that they are from an enemy country, and that they have a propensity to do harm, and at which, of course, they can challenge the hearing.
Right.
Had this fellow that's improperly in El Salvador had a hearing, the court would have prevented him from being deported. He, of course, that's the other case now. That's the case where he was ordered to be returned by 11:59 last night. The Chief Justice alone blocked that order. That block is only valid for 48 hours, during which he must count the heads of the other members of the court. I would imagine he took a head count ahead of time before he signed that order.
Yeah.
So the victory for the administration is they can use this statute. The setback for the administration is each individual they want to deport is entitled to a hearing.
There we go, as you've been saying from day one.
It's pretty consistent. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark.
I'll take the victory lap for you. There, on your map. All right, so now about this ruling, though, it was 5-4. So you had all three liberal justices, of course, side with the illegal immigrants.
Yes.
But you saw Trump-appointed Justice Amy Coney Barrett
my Notre Dame
partially dissent.
My fellow Notre Dame law school alumnus. Yes, she dissented. This is an emergency proceeding, so there is not a full-blown opinion. The dissent, there's a dissent, but there's no opinion from which the dissent dissents, if you will. But the dissent basically says, we're not at war with Venezuela, they're not enemies, the president can't choose an enemy under the Constitution, only the Congress can. That's what the three liberals and Justice Barrett agreed to. But again, this is not a final decision. This is just a decision in the emergency, immediate need context. Even Judge Boasberg didn't issue a final decision. We don't know what federal judge in Texas it's going to go to. That'll start the clock all over again.
Yeah, it did seem like Justice Barrett Coney Barrett did not agree with the liberals, but she agreed on whether they should have even had the hearing since we were so far early in the process on an emergency basis.
So again, even though there's no signed majority opinion, and even though Justice Barrett dissented, Justice Kavanaugh concurred, and he said in his concurrence, it's very unusual for him to say this, he revealed what happened during the court's conference, where the 9 of them are around a conference table with nobody else in the room. And he said, we all agreed that everyone is entitled to a hearing before deportation. That's an enormous setback for the DOJ. They want to deport thousands and thousands of people. Now they have to hold a hearing for each single one of them.
Information. Truth. Is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.